Hey guys, I wanted to come live to you today and share something that's been on my mind. And it's that really important lesson of how to say no. And it's something we don't really talk about and we don't really think about until we get in a position where certain events happen to us. So, as many of you know, I am an entrepreneur. I started my own business about 6 years ago. And one of the things that I do daily is put myself out there. So, I put myself out there. I share this incredible business that I love. I share the incredible product offerings that we have. And so anytime you put yourself out there, you open yourself up to rejection and people saying no. And I have so many gracious, wonderful people in my life who say no very graciously. And like anything in life, when you put yourself out there, sometimes people are ugly. And I will tell you that the ugly people have taught me a lot. And it's really taught me a lot how to let people, when people reach out to me now, I actually think about how I respond to them very differently. And one thing I would like to recommend to everybody else, remember that there's always somebody on the other side of whatever it is, whether it be a phone call, a message, an email. There's always somebody out there, and that could be your kid, that could be your son, that could be your daughter, that could be your best friend. Are you really responding in a respectful, kind, compassionate way, whether or not you are interested in something? There are such wonderful, kind, compassionate ways to let somebody know and say, hey, I so appreciate you reaching out. This is not my thing, but I support you and I'm so impressed that you were putting yourself out there. Wouldn't you appreciate that somebody said that to your best friend or your kid, your son or your daughter, if they were putting themselves out there? And it's been interesting. I've learned this on my business and really thought about the way when people call me on the phone or send me messages on how I respond, that when people do that, I say, wow, I'm really impressed. I know this might not be easy for you, and I'm so impressed you're putting yourself out there. It's not something I'm interested in, but thank you so much for even asking and thinking about me. And what a great way to handle that on both sides of things, right? The people who are receiving the message feel great. You feel so much better how kind and compassionate you're being, whether or not you have an interest. And guys, this goes even to all the numerous things we're being asked to get involved in, from our kids' school events to even things at our job that maybe we don't want to do, or by neighbors or by family. A lot of times people don't know how to say no, so they just ignore the question. And it doesn't necessarily go away, and they ignore it, and people might keep on asking to the point that they respond in an unkind, unfriendly, short, terse way, rather than just telling the person, you know, right now, this is not something I am going to do because my family, or not even just needing to say why, but kindly and graciously being able to say no is such a tremendous gift you can give to yourself and teach those in your life, your kids, your loved ones. Being able to say no is a tremendous value you will find in your life and will make you feel a better person at the end of the day. So I highly recommend it. And if you have any other tips about saying no and what a life changer it can be for you, I would love to hear them. Thanks, everybody.